So, our group decided to go Kluang Coffee Powder Factory. Once you enter the main entrance, you will see the cafe. Wow, it was nice, right? And then the interviewer took us to look on how they process the coffee bean into the coffee powder. Wow, we are so excited. But nope, we are not allowed to record the process. Sorry. So, here are the coffee beans that they use. There are 3 types: Arabica, Robusta, and Liberica. Next, we go to the final process, which is packaging. All these products that we sell to the customer and distribute to the retailers. There are a lot of the product. So variety. Wow. And this one is the best seller. Kopi O. If you want to know more detail about the company, we provide you with the presentation. Okay, enjoy!
Kluang Coffee Powder Factory Sdn Bhd was established in 1996 at Jalan Mersing and the factory relocated to the current site at 76 Jalan Besar, Kluang, Johor. The founder of Kluang Coffee Powder Factory is Mr. Goh Tong Toh, known as Goh Ah Ko. The origin of television coffee brand is, according to the founder, whoever owning a television set in Malaysia in 1996 is a practice and enjoyment. Thus, he insisted to produce coffee of the highest quality and prestige, which bringing family and friends closer together with a cup of coffee, just like the television set. Then it became fondly known as Sultan Coffee by many government officials and local. Kluang Coffee have 3 main ingredients, which is Liberica coffee beans that is origin from Malaysia, Robusta coffee bean that is imported from Vietnam, and Arabica coffee beans that is imported from Colombia. Firstly, relative advantage is defined as how improved an innovation is over a competing choice or the previous existing of a product. With the use of the technology, it will reduce the operating procedure and cost. The company also come out with the new and variety tastes that increase the customer base, sales and revenue. Second factor is compatibility. It's defined as consumer adapt with the innovation of receiving product or service with their lifestyle choice. It is because the Kluang Coffee Powder Factory using traditional operating procedure to keep the original taste of the coffee. And the company mentality of employee idea is compatible with the suppliers and customer that can build a good relationship with them. The third factor is complexity. It's define the difficulty of consumer in utilizing the innovation. The Kluang Coffee Powder Factory products are convenient to purchase. It is available in supermarkets such as Giant and Aeon in Malaysia and also in Whiteside. The company also come up with the new idea in terms of taste, price and advertising that meet the requirement of a consumer. The fourth factor is reliability. It's defined as consumer to adapt the innovation of product or service made before perceiving it. Kluang Coffee Powder Factory is maintaining the traditional operating procedures, but in the future they will change to the machine process. The last factor is observability. It's defined consumer can visualize the advantage of the innovation. The old company of Kluang Coffee Powder Factory is operating as a factory, but now they open up cafe in the factory as one of their new innovations.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nuriwani binti Idris. So I will explain the firm characteristic on innovation. So the average for the precondition and the knowledge is the most highest compared to the risk taking. So for the precondition, precondition means that the innovation quality of the factory or companies, this is ability of its workers to implement new technologies in their companies. This is because the innovation of an organization will give benefit to their factories, because it is not costly or not affect any system or operation in their factories. And the Kluang Coffee Factory also use workers to work manually so that they have time to do changes on their technology, which is can improve their technologies. So next is knowledge. Knowledge in the Kluang factory, which is means the average of the knowledge is 5. When the factory improve its technology, the Kluang coffee factories already have information on how to innovate their works and how the innovation can be applied. Next is risk taking, means that it relates to the implementation of the technologies. The factories believe that when the performance of the company is lower, so the relationship between the others companies is more important, which is they can interact or can share their experience and also the problem of the companies or the factory. And next is the firm perspective on innovation. So the average for the product innovation is 4.85, which is the same average with process innovation, and the service innovation is the most highest, compared to others innovation. So for the product innovation means that creation of new product of the current product price to the consumer who are not already familiar with it. 3 kind of coffee, which is Arabica coffee, Robusta coffee, and Liberica coffee. The most popular is Arabica because this is most fragrance and but not concentrated. For Robusta, doesn't have a coffee smell but concentrated, and Liberica is the elephant coffee beans from Malaysia that concentrated and fragrant, which is it will fulfill the current needs of the customer. And the service innovations means that to improving the way to serve their customer, that can produce more revenue for their companies or for their factories. Where you can buy the coffee of the Kluang coffee, which is can buy from the website, that they already promote new service to their clients, which is can increase their market performance. Next is the process innovation. Process innovation means that they focus more on the create new value through their design, service designs, or delivery. And the Kluang coffee usually use semi-automatically and also sometimes use machinery.
Hello, my name is Kin, and my metric number is AP170174. The first achievement is Kluang Coffee Powder Factory, Sdn Bhd has been awarded the Golden Boost Awards 2019. It is an outstanding business award. This is because the great taste of coffee makes all people, not only the communities of Klang and Johor, but all over the Malaysia. So by achieving these awards, the company will become more famous. This is because their coffee brands has been known by many people, and also it can gain the customer loyalties, customer trust. So the second achievement is every year more than 100 million cups of coffee pass through the hand all over Malaysia. This is because they can produce over 1,000 packets of coffees per day which are not fully used the maintenance. So the next achievement is the television brand coffees has been affectionately known by many government officials and local as Sultan Coffee. This is because one of the state MP introduced the television brand coffee to His Highness during a meeting with Sultan Iskandar of Johor. So by this achievement, the company can gain more customer trust, and also the quality of coffee has been proven by this achievement and spread all over the Malaysia, and the customer will know their products and also can compete with other competitors.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Iqbal Shafiq bin Muhammad Nizam. My metric number is AP170465. Today I will explain about the summary of the interview and the group recommendation for the company. Okay, our group conducted the interview on March 16, 2020 at 10:30 a.m. Sebuah Coffee Powder Factory Sendirian Berhad that located at 76 Jalan Besar, Kampung Yap, Tausah, Keluang Johor. Decided to interview their supervisor of the company, which is Miss Lee Xiaoqing. We look at many perspectives. One of that is an innovation of the company. So innovation the company has done is using the machine in the coffee production. It gives a positive impact to the company, and unlike the traditional method, the production of the company becomes increased and efficient. It also can produce at maximum quantity with high quality product as well. It shows us how the coffee is processed from the coffee bean until the final product. So basically there are three types of coffee bean that has been used, which is Liberica, Robusta and Arabica. And lastly, we were also brought into see the process, packaging and the sales and marketing section. Okay, next I will explain about the group recommendation and innovation for the company. Firstly, we go to the production innovation. Okay, Keluang Coffee Powder Factory Sendirian Berhad Company is very concerned about satisfaction of customers who buy their product. So our team proposed the idea for the company to produce a variety of coffee flavor. For example, coffee mixed with cocoa and also coffee mixed with honey or other flavor. So usually we know that the cocoa and honey is good for our health because it contains vitamin D2 and vitamin B respectively. So other than that, the company also can use the other coffee beans instead of three types, which is Liberica, Robusta and Arabica. So the idea of a product innovation is to extend a possible enhances the company's coffee choices, and it can attract the customer to buy the new product that they offer. So the second is a process innovation. Okay, so the process innovation. So we recommend the company to expand its space in the area of coffee production, so it can facilitate the movement and it's not as narrow as it is now. So moreover, we recommend to increase the workforce in production and processing section, so the existing workforce does not feel overwhelmed. Other than that, the company can use the advanced machine technology, so it can process and produce in a short period of time. And then we go to the last, which is a service innovation. We propose the idea such as increasing suppliers and also hiring more distributors to distribute their product to the many area and also retailer. So to make sure the product is easily distributed, so the purpose is to fulfill the customer to fulfill demand for the raw materials such as coffee beans, especially during the season. So the company and distributor relationship is very important, which require fast service transportation and also can increase dependability.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hazimatul Hanim binti Ahmadul. My matric number is AP170023. So my part is I will explain more detail about the future competition of the company. Okay, we move to the next point. Okay, the first one is about the challenges to ensure they remain grow in the coffee manufacturing. This company might face this issue and have the competition in terms of the manufacturing process. Why? This is because they are still using the traditional way, which is they are not use the fully machines in order to make the coffee powder. Nowadays we know that innovation are increased so rapidly, so some of the manufacturing company use the innovation in their process and upgrade day to day the technology. to ensure that they can get the better version of the product. In order to make the company still relevant and more grow in the industry, the company need to look the opportunity which give a chance for them growth in business and identify the possible threats in the industry. Other than that, the company need to have the innovation in their technology and make the improvements such as using the fully machine, which is no handmade. By grabbing the innovations of the technology, the production of the coffee powder will be increased compared to the traditional way they are still using now. Okay, for the next point is some issue regarding of the employee and the machine that they use. Has one of the employee mentioned during the interview, they are still need the employee energy to roast the coffee bean physically, and I think it's taking more time compared use the machines. They need the huge quantity of the coffee bean to roast, and in order to get the more coffee powder for the next level. Using the traditional way somehow give a big problem to the company once the capability of the worker become low. We also know that new generation have the less interest to learn the soft skill in traditional way, even they have the enough capability. This will take so much time for the company to train the new employee about how to roast the coffee bean physically, rather than they have to teach or to train the new employee about how to use the machine.
In conclusion, Crown Coffee Powder Factory have their own potential to grow more easier because with the innovation in terms of the technology can make the small start-up of the company get a big share of its buckets. Maybe now the company only have their own customer around the Johor, but by innovating the products, so they can spread the product all around the Malaysia. Next, Crown Coffee Powder Factory also have large in terms of customers because they be supplied to the big restaurants such as Kopitiam in Johor Bahru. They also have their own website whereby the retailers outside from the Johor can purchase the variety of their products and distributing to the retailer itself. By experience of the company will grow and they will meet the customer needs that they never imagined before and many more.